Welcome back to another shed hunting video, guys. My name's Evan Enyart, and today what we're doing is we're going to be going out shed hunting on a farm. I've been excited to shed hunt all year, and actually I'm going to be taking my little brother Easton and a couple of his friends, Benny and Max, and they're going to tag along, and hopefully we can find some sheds. Because these guys are freshmen in high school, they don't have much of an attention span, so I'm actually going to try to incentivize them to find some sheds. And how I'm going to do that is basically we're going to play a game where every shed they find, I'm going to give them $5, and for every dead head they find, I'll give them $10. And if they find like a really big shed, let's say something like over 70 inches, I'll give them $50. And if they found something like really big, that'll be jackpot. I doubt that'll happen, but you never know. Keep an eye out for the giveaway shed. We have a giveaway shed in every video. There's only one winner, and that winner is the first person who comments the correct time that it's in the video. Let's dive in. Let's see what this week brings. Look at that. What do you think, Benny?
Ready.
Ready? Max?
Ready.
Ready? You guys gonna find some sheds?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. Well, I haven't been finding a whole hell of a lot this year. So we'll see what we can find. I mean, if it's not this farm, we'll go to another farm. These guys might dip out and go fishing. Stay tuned. Easton and Benny just caught up, so they found a dead head. Ain't no good. Look at that shit. Look at those dropping. Too bad.
Yeah.
You find.
Yep.
Is that you, Benny?
I did. It was like, Benny was about to find it. He was walking like this way. I think you were going towards that tree, weren't you?
Well, we'll say $10 to Benny.
Yeah.
$10 to Benny. You got $10 in your bank account right now. Let's find some more. Just came upon a little deadhead here. It's a little one. I don't think it's from this year. Alright, I just threw one out. We'll see if they find it. Alright, you guys want to go back? We'll go back down this way, and we'll go down. Alright, you guys are fools. You guys are all fools. That's a hard one to see. Good deal. Alright.
This is stupid.
If you guys had money in your bank account, I'd take it away from you. Benny, I'll still let you keep your $10 right now. Alright. There's got to be some out here. Really, right? Seriously. Easton just said he got one. Who found it? Easton, Benny? All right, $5 to each of you. Let me see how it was laying. That's crazy. That's definitely one.
Yeah.
Good find. Okay. Easton's at $5. Benny's at 15. Max, you're leading with the booze here. You got some catching up to do. That just means that you're gonna find a big one. You're gonna be leading the pack here in just a second. Got a deadhead just after we found. Yes, sir. That's a big deadhead. So Max, you just won yourself. How much money did you just win yourself? Holy cow! Wow. I don't recognize this deer. I don't have this deer on camera, so I don't like finding dead heads, but this is a dead head that I wouldn't mind finding. Good deal. Let's go, man. Nice job. Nice job. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 point. Holy cow. You can tell this deer is freshly out of velvet. I'm going to guess EHD because there's not any roads close. We got a nice creek right there. Nice creek right there. Very likely EHD. Hate to see it, but for a deer that I don't have on camera, I'm glad that we're the ones that found it. So, good job, Max. That's $100. All right, we'll keep cooking, man. So it's kind of slow at first, but we just hit this hot spot that I'm not saying that we won't find any more, but I would be surprised if we don't. Just came up on the doe. That's definitely not this year's. I'm not convinced that that's this year. So nice sheddy spot. The only downside of the spot, specific spot that we're in right now, is it's just a north-facing slope. This is kind of cool. I was just looking at this white oak and I was thinking to myself, man, that'd be an awesome spot for a stand. Catch deer coming down along this fence line. Not too much of a terrain where your wind wouldn't sit there and swirl. But as I'm looking at it, it's funny because you can see there's some really old trees like tapped into it. So somebody else a while ago must have thought the exact same thing as me. Oh, Benny just found one right here. He said he damn near stepped on it, but I can see why. That's so small. Good eye, man. So that's another $5 for Benny. You're up to 20 bucks on the day, I think.
I think so.
Let's go. All right.
That might be from 2 years ago.
Benny just found another one. Look at this. That thing was buried.
Yeah, just a little low.
That's a nice $5 antler right there for you. $25 for Benny. Let's go.
Did you step on that one too?
No.
Well, we were just checking this field real quick. Got everybody loaded up. Almost ran this old one over. The only reason I saw it was a shed because I thought this looked like a pedicle, but that's crazy. That's like one of the oldest antlers I think I've ever seen. That is super old. Today is Saturday, February 24th. Just headed off to the second farm here today. Those guys wanted to go fishing, so they basically stole my money, and Benny ended up getting paid out 30 bucks. Max ended up getting 100 bucks for that dead head, and then Ethan got 5 bucks, which was pretty fun. I think they enjoyed that. Who wouldn't? You know, getting to go out shed hunting and then getting money for it. So kind of made it fun. But they wanted to go fishing this afternoon, so that's where they went. And so what I did was I came to my favorite farm to shed hunt. If I could, I'd hold this off to the middle of March, but I just don't want to take the chance that somebody beat me to it. So I like to hit it in the middle of February and then also come back in late March and hit it again. EHD has been really bad, so you don't know what deer are still around. I don't run cameras on this farm because I can only shed hunt it. But the one thing I can say is that I found 2 sheds off of deer last year that were really nice, that like had a lot of potential. You know, if they made it through and they lived and they dropped their sheds, I would think that those sheds this year would be really good. I think that the neighbors in this area have some good food sources, and that's why this has been productive in the past few years. But I did see that the one field was chisel plowed, so that might take away from some of the productivity that we've seen in years past. I could see this one pretty easy. Right there. I thought that was a pedicle, but it looks like it's just a little guy from last year. I think that this is one that I found last year I just threw out because it's an old one right here. This is a spot I definitely walked, and it's so old that I would have definitely seen it last year. And if I didn't see it last year, I would have seen it the year before. And for the number of times I've walked in this area, it just seems really unlikely. I have to think that this is one that I found in the past year. But if not, man, that just shows how easy it is to walk by them. Well, this farm is 40 miles away from where we were this morning, and EHD has already reared its ugly face here in the first 30 minutes that we're here. This one's definitely from this year because I shed hunted all this last year, and that one wasn't here last year. Right there, hot creek bed right there. For him to be that clean, he's gonna be dying right out of velvet, and as you can see, that makes sense. I just said that, I didn't even notice this, but there is velvet on him right here. So that's definitely an EHD head. So I just came down to this creek after finding that dead head up there, and I can already see one on the other bank over here. Look at that. I love this farm so much. This feels so sheddy right now. Look at that. I just get done saying that. This has got to be a deadhead. There's no other way that thing's sticking up out of the ground like that. Yep, it's a deadhead. Let's go. So what happened was I came up over here. I was coming down off that bank and I saw that deadhead earlier right up here. And so I did is I just walked right down through there, went up and looked at the deadhead, went up on the other side, did a little bit of looking around, found another deadhead, came back over here, and now I found an antler. Look at this. Right there. Got our first fresh one here on this farm. Look at how fresh that is. Look at how clean that wax ring is. And then he's real red. That's beautiful. Looks like he broke his brow tine off early, probably. Rubbed it down. So we've been here about an hour, and we're already at 3 antlers, 2 old, 1 fresh, and 3 deadheads. Hopefully we can find a few more. It's a good start though. Look at this. We're just coming down along this path right here. I can see tines right here keeping the sun on my back. Let's go. Look at that. Boom. Nice 4-point right there. How about it? That's a good one right there. Look at that. Look at the mass on that base. That's nice. You gotta love a lot of mass on a base like that. Man, that's a good find. Hopefully we can find this other side. Looks like he was just coming down along this path or coming down along this path. Luckily the sun was at my back, otherwise that might have been pretty tough to see. But I'm very pleased with that antler. Let's go. 2 fresh ones. We haven't been here 2 hours. That's exciting. That's really exciting. Looks like he had a second like brow tine, not brow tine, but he had another point coming off just after his G1 on the backside, but he broke it off. Based on how much of it's broke off, I don't think it would have been very tall, but still, really cool antler. Really cool. A lot of mass. Those are always the cool ones to find. Surprisingly, it's not as heavy as you'd think. We got another dead deer right here next to the creek. Look at how beat this path is right here. If I came up on this doe right here, I'm gonna guess it's this year's. And I'm gonna guess that EHD got the best of her. We got a creek about 50 yards that way, just down past those cedars. Well, it's been a while since we found anything, and I just came up on an EHD deadhead right here. You can see down in the creek. Oh, this one's gonna stink. Man, that one's got mass. This one. It's too bad. Way too bad. And that stings. Whoa. Well, I just thought I came up on a deadhead right here, but it's not. The only reason I thought it was deadhead is because it looked like there was 2 tines coming up out of the grass, but it's actually a shed. I thought it was a spike. Look at that. Alrighty. Look at that thing. Might have the other side from that last year. It's a spot, you know, we hit this late last year when we came in the second time. I think that's when we would have found the other side of this one, and we had 3 of us, and sometimes it just gets hard to know exactly where everybody else is hit. Well, it's been a while since we found one, and we're just getting back to one of the better spots on this farm. It's coming down on the south-facing slope, and this one stands out pretty obvious. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the other side of the one I found earlier. But man, look at that thing. That is snarly. Yep, that's got to be the other side. Look, right? And left. Boom. That's a nice deer right there, baby. Mass. That is nice. Can't get much better than that. Nice. Oh, look at all that hair on there. Nice wax ring. I bet he wasn't down very long. That's a nice, tight, heavy bruiser. So 3 fresh antlers, 2 off the same deer. It's very possible that some of these are still holding, but I'm pleased with that. We're still in that hot spot where I just found the other side of this big one. Just came up on another one. Let's go. That one looks like last year's. Probably a late dropper. Because I do remember when we were in here last year, and I'm not just saying this, when we were in here last year, it was late March, and I remember we pushed some deer out of this bedding area, and there was 2 bucks still holding on both sides. So I'm not saying that we missed this, but this isn't a really obvious spot. Very, very likely that this deer dropped after we were here. Hopefully we can find a few more. Keep rocking and rolling. Still on the hot south-facing slope right here, and just came up on another one right here. Look at this. Boom. That one was really easy to see. That's this year's too. Good deal. I'm happy to find these fresh ones. I don't care if they're big or small. Fresh ones this year make me happy. I mean, fresh ones any year make me happy, but this year it's a little bit more exciting to find fresh ones. Coming up on another deadhead here today. Looks like a younger buck. That was in here last year. Got another deadhead up here. What we got here? Button buck. Huh. Holy damn. Well, I can see another dead deer across the creek over there. I'm guessing, I don't know, it looks pretty fresh. I don't know if I think the EHD, how fresh that can look. Got another dead deer right here. Doe. There we go. Today's Sunday, February 25th. Out here on the first farm. And it's a farm I've shed hunted the past 2 years. I've found 1 antler here over the past 2 years. So I'm not like super optimistic, but it does have some really good cover, and I've gone early the past 2 years because other people like to shed hunt it. So I'm hoping maybe this year, because we're going a little bit later, that I beat the rush. I was just thinking, it seems like such a sheddy area. This has to be a shed. No, it's not. Dumbass. I'm an idiot. I thought that was an old shed. Nope, just an old dead cow. World's biggest deer. Just kidding. I just made it over here to another farm today, and looks like this one's plagued hard with the EHD. There's a doe right there next to this pond. There's another one right over here. Not good. Not good. So far today, after being on 3 farms, got ourselves another dead one right here. Look at that. This pond, the pond's just right over there. Unbelievable. Just came up on another dead one here. Definitely this year's. Young one, about, I don't know, 70 yards from the creek bed. Well, it's been a while, but just came across another doe, dead from EHD on that side of the creek. Another dead deer, but that one looks like a shed antler buck, so that's definitely not EHD. Well, I just came up on another deadhead, and this finally explains what's going on here. Another sawed off. So now we know that we're getting sloppy seconds, and that makes sense. I haven't found a shed. It's too bad. That's the way it goes. So that's going to conclude this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, we aren't finding near as many sheds as what we have in years past, but that was kind of a given going into this year because of EHD. But I'm really happy that we were able to walk away with these awesome sheds. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and also hit the bell so you can be notified when we drop more videos. Stay tuned, we got more coming.